thinking of something happened, or thinking about something happening in future, or a result of it, or something. So now I have Ma'am Sudha Mahajan with me. She's an educator with 25 years of experience in the field of education. She has moved up from being a teacher to heading a school as a principal, now working as a freelancer in the field of professional development and well-being through mindfulness. Let's welcome Ma'am Sudha Mahajan. Welcome to Ab Initio, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Now, stage is all yours, so you can continue, ma'am.
Right. So first of all, I'd like to thank Pooja for getting me onto this platform. And Pooja herself is doing a lot of work for the mental health of teachers and is very, very much involved in it. And that's how we actually connected on LinkedIn, and we are here today. So without any much wait now, let us, what Pooja said is absolutely right, that mindfulness is being in the present. But then we always, all of us always think that we are in the present, aren't we? So then what is the problem about? The problem is that physically we are in the present, but mentally we are either in the past or in the future. So we are not living and enjoying the moment. So before I begin, I would like all of you, I would like the session to be a little interactive. So whenever we are asking any, I'm asking any questions, or I'm asking you to reply, please make sure that you all reply, because that will help us to understand things better. So yeah, good evening, Sushil, and good evening, everybody else also. So today, let us begin with a little breathing exercise. So if it is possible for all of you, could you just sit straight, absolutely straight on your chairs, right? And as I think we've got all adults here, so I'm sure that you can put your feet on the floor. And yes, good if you can squat onto the in your garden, nothing like it. So you can do that too. And just sit absolutely straight and relax. Place your hands on your thighs and take a deep breath. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. If you're not, your eyes can be open. So take a deep breath, hold for a minute, and then breathe out slowly. Let's do it once more. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. One more final time. Let's breathe in and breathe out. All right. So good evening, friends. And I hope you're all feeling a little more relaxed. And there is a quote that I would like to say, I don't know by whom it is, but it says that if teachers are stressed, it's not good news. It's not good news for us, because you are the owners of our future generation. You are the ones who is going to groom them. And if you yourselves are stressed, the grooming will not be 100%, right? So therefore, all of us, people like Pooja, me, and many, many more, we are trying to work where we can de-stress you and give you ways of leading a de-stressed life. So I'll start with my experience, where my first teaching experience, I walked into class 10, where I had to teach them economics. A child walks into the class, some of them are seated, they're coming back from a games class, and he walks into the class and he goes tuck, 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 dropping all the desks on his way. So he hit one desk, second, third, fourth, and all of them dropped. And he went and sat on the last chair as if nothing had happened. I, at that time, had to be mindful. And I was mindful. And I just said, I think you did not realize that you have dropped the desks. Could you do me a favor? Could you please come to the front and place these desks in order? He got up and he did what I asked him to do. Because he knew that he wanted to perturb me. I was a new young teacher and he wanted to, but when he saw that it did not help, he responded the way I wanted him to respond. That is what mindfulness does in your classroom. We are all having a lot of sessions on classroom management these days, but classroom management is all about being mindful. So why are we talking about mindfulness, and especially teachers? Because the role of teachers in creating the classroom culture is very important. It is you people who will create the classroom culture which is healthy or conducive to learning. If that does not happen, then there will not be learning in the classroom. So, but why are you all stressed? Well, you all are stressed, and I'm sure you would all agree, is time. We are all running a race and we feel we do not have enough time. So we are stressed about time. We are stressed about the workload. We are stressed about the student disruptive behavior. And we are stressed about the organizational factors. Wherever we work in the schools, there may be a lot of things which we feel are not right. The reasons can be anything. I'm not debating that. But those are the reasons that lead to stress. And the practice of mindfulness can help you to deal with all this beautifully. So, what do you do when you are mindful? We pay attention to the present, to right now. So wherever you people are sitting, just have a look around and notice something you never noticed before. Maybe the texture of your curtains, the texture of your trouser, the grass that you're sitting on, right? A little bee that may be roaming, buzzing around, a little insect. I don't know, something which you have never noticed. Try noticing that. This is what is called to live mindfully. You just notice whatever is around you. So, when we are teaching, what are we trying to do? We are not teaching just now. We are trying to focus on the result. When I'm going to teach, what is going to be my result? Am I going to be able to finish the syllabus? Will my students understand what I'm trying to do? I am more worried about that. So I am not worried about what I'm doing right now. Let me focus on what I'm doing right now, and the results that I expect in the future will happen. So let us focus on now and what I am doing right now, which is important. A lot of you here are just now attending this webinar, but what's going on in your mind? Oh, I've got notebooks to check. How am I going to prepare for my lesson tomorrow? What is going to happen? I am not fully relaxed. Though I hope you are, because that's the reason I started with the breathing exercise. I wanted you to come back to just now. And, there is at times a lot of disruptive behavior by the children in the class, and I take it personally, especially when I am a young teacher. I tend to take it personally, and I feel it's a they are threatening my authority. They are not threatening your authority. They are trying to whisper to you. They are trying to tell you something is not right. Can you please help me? But they don't know how to say it to you. So the behavior is being disruptive. If you are mindful, you will be able to communicate with them better. You would be able to understand why they are behaving in the manner that they are behaving, and also you will be de-stressed yourself. Agree? Yeah? Thumbs up? All right. Okay. So now I would like you all to think about a student who troubled you or who troubles you very often. Think about that student. Somebody who troubled you and who troubles you often. Think about the last time that student made teaching very difficult for you. You wanted to do something, but the child was just not allowing you to do it. Think about it. What feelings are coming to you? You're feeling stressed? Something's happening in your stomach? Your muscles are becoming stiff? Right? So that is what is happening. There is a sudden rush of blood in your body. You're feeling, oh God, yes, that child really, really troubles me. Right? Listen to your thoughts and your feelings. It will help you understand your emotions. So how do we do that? How do we listen to them? So I'll just do one more exercise with you. I'm going to take you something which is called guided imagery. So I'm going to make you do a guided imagery session. So what do? Just all of you once again, close your eyes, take a deep breath, slowly take a deep breath, breathe out. One more time, take a deep breath, breathe out. Now just imagine that you are a pond, a beautiful pond with nice water inside you. Yeah? And there are fish in that pond. And suddenly one fish comes and jumps in, and it jumps in strongly into the water. And your water ripples, but you just stay calm, and slowly the water calms down. And then a fish comes who's very happy and is jumping around. And you again, your water stays still. And then a calm fish is moving around. It's moving around. And then an angry fish comes. And it's kind of striking the water hard. But your water just stays in the pond. Yeah, it just stays. And then slowly you start opening your eyes and coming back to the session. Now, what happened? When all the fish were going inside the pond, what was the pond doing? What was the pond doing? Was the pond reacting? Yes, was the pond reacting or no? Pond was calm. You can write in the chat box if you can't switch on your mics. Just write in the chat box. Calm. Yes. Yes. The pond was calm. That is what you need to do. You need to understand that emotions will come, but you need to stay calm. Emotions will come. You cannot stop. Mindfulness does not mean that you stop emotions, but you need to understand those emotions. You need to understand, I'm angry, so I am not going to react. I am going to respond. I'm not going to react. I'm going to respond. I'm going to wait and then answer or respond to this situation. That is being mindful. So mindfulness becomes very important for teachers, because not only do you understand your emotions, but you help the children understand their emotions. So that is something which is extremely, extremely important, that you need to help teachers understand their emotions, right? So in mindfulness, if there is mindfulness, then it would help teachers understand what is happening. And that will percolate down to the students understanding their emotions. And when I know my emotions, I know how to react to them, right? So a cup of tea, you are all ready to go to school, ready to go to work, and suddenly your child comes running, 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 and hits the cup of tea. It falls on your dress. You need to change, but you start screaming and shouting, "What have you done? Why did you do this?" Right? But did that help the situation? Right? Your daughter did not do anything wrong. It just happened, right? But my reaction made it worse. But I need to respond. I just need to tell her, okay, child, just go and get the mop and clean this up, right? And I will go and change by the time. So the child knows that the reaction needs whatever I have done. There are consequences to it, but it's okay. It happens with everyone. So that is what we need, what mindfulness practice helps us to do, right? Anyone has any questions here? You could, I think, Pooja, they could switch on their mics if they have a question. Yeah, please do switch on your mics if you have a question. And I could definitely answer that, and before I move forward. Do you think what I said is correct? Yeah? All right. Okay. Then mindfulness helps strengthen our relationships, not only with our children, our own children, but our students too. It helps to strengthen our relationship with our students. So mindfulness will help your children do better, because your students do better, because they will feel that they can walk up to you and talk to you and discuss with you. Every time there is a disruptive behavior in your classrooms, it has to do with the child actually wanting help. And you, all the teachers, need to practice mindfulness themselves, because it's very easy for me to talk on a webinar and say, this is what you need to do. But when you are actually present in the situation, it is not simple to do that. So therefore, we need to, and mindfulness practice, they say, is like going to a gym. One day you don't go, what happens? Your body becomes lethargic and hard. So similarly, one day that you don't practice mindfulness, you will not be able to practice mindfulness. You will have to practice it every day. So you will have to find out me time and spend, if not more, at least 5 minutes, where you do a breathing exercise, where you just close down your eyes and just put your hand on your heart and see how it beats. Have we ever done that? How many of us have done that? That we have just put our hand on our heart. If this beat stops, that's what's making us go. It's just that beat, right? So have we ever tried to feel that beat? And you see the kind of calming effect it will have on you. So just practicing that, for 5 minutes a day will lead to you people becoming absolutely calm. Right? Okay. So is there any question? Again, I'm posing because, there's a lot of things that I'll keep saying, but there'll be some things that you people will want. So if you say that, then, it'll be easy for me to relate to it and be able to give you a better perspective of what you want to. So as I always say in my classroom, there are only 2 times that we don't have questions. Either we understand everything or we don't understand anything. So I hope it's the former, right? And all right.
I feel that it is copyrighted, dialogue of every teacher across the globe. Whenever webinar is silent, I get to hear same dialogue from all the teachers, even in class, even in webinars.
Right. So we want to make sure that it's to ourselves, we want to feel good that okay, what we are doing is actually happening. All right. So today you people have a lot of stress, and it's very sad that even at the university, at the Penn State, Mark Greenberg, he's a professor of human development and psychology. He has said that 30 to 40% of, he has researched that 30 to 40% of teachers leave their jobs in the first 5 years. And therefore, there is a dearth of good teachers around the world, not just in India. So we are doing all these webinars and helping y'all de-stress so that we don't lose out on the good teachers, because you are the ones who are creating the future. So we don't want to lose out on any one of you. And thus, I'm also asking that if there is something, then you need to, ask. And mindfulness helps you to slow down in this world that is running around. It helps you to slow down. So therefore, it is very, very important that you practice wait time. I don't know if you people are noticing it, but if you notice, I am stopping at various intervals and trying to ask you. And even though you're not asking me a question, I am just keeping very quiet so that if you want to ask me, please go ahead and ask me. But yes, because I am a new person, you people are not acquainted to me, so it may not be happening. But in the classroom, the teacher is known to her or his students, and therefore, if they use the practice of wait time, what happens in the class? We ask a question, and then I say, hey, so-and-so, please get up and give me the answer. And that so-and-so poor child doesn't know the answer, and therefore they are absolutely quiet. So when you practice wait time in the classroom, it is being mindful, because you're allowing the children to think and then give you the answer. And therefore, it allows them to use critical thinking. It allows them to prepare themselves and then be able to give you an answer to any question that you may have asked them. So wait time, and this very wait time you have to use before you react. You need to respond. So for that, you will always need a wait time. There was a student at my school who was very, very disruptive in his behavior, and of course went deeper into it and found the reasons for it also. But how I managed to calm him down was that I told him, he just told me, he was a nice child, but he used to just react terribly. If somebody said no to him, it may be for anything, his reaction used to be really, really sad. So then I asked him, why do you do it? He says, मुझे गुस्से तो नहीं होना है, but मुझे गुस्सा आता है, मैं क्या करूं? So I just told him that, all right, every time that you are angry, you promise me that you will count to 10 before you react. So he started doing that, and he was just 7 or 8 years old, and he started doing that, and within 3 months, his behavior absolutely changed. Until date, he says a lot of times that I now control myself, because whenever I'm angry, I just count 10, and then I'm not angry any longer. So being mindful and understanding your emotions. What is happening today? A lot of suicides are happening. A lot of other things are happening. That is because I don't understand my own emotion, and I am shy of my own emotion. So do not be shy. We all are angry. We all want to cry. We all are dissatisfied. All these kind of emotions keep coming to us at various points in time, and there is nothing wrong because you have got it. And especially in our society, the men are not supposed to express their emotions. It is absolute nonsense. We can all express ourselves, and we must express ourselves, and mindfulness helps us to understand it and then express ourselves. So therefore it becomes something that will help you to move on in the world, which is very uncertain. COVID has shown it to us. And with that, with so much more pressure on the teachers, especially during COVID times, and now that pressure is coming in more and more and more, we are kind of reaching a point where we are just breaking down. But we are not going to break down, because we are going to practice mindfulness, and we are going to understand that by practicing it, we can calm ourselves and carry on with life, right? So that is what mindfulness then mindfulness practice encourages something that we call empathy and compassion. Today's world can do without the subject matter that you all teach, because subject matter is available at a click of a button. But understanding our emotions and being compassionate, being kind, is what we need to inculcate. The world needs it. We need to inculcate that in our children and make them understand what is compassion, why is it important, what is kindness, why is it important. And mindfulness helps you to do that, right? So are you ready for one more session of mindfulness, so that you can understand how you can build compassion and empathy in your children and yourself? All right. All right. So again, please sit in a relaxing position. And I am going to do something that I took it from Eve Ekman, who's a senior fellow at Greater Good Science Center. But I have, of course, modulated it the way I want. I think it works for me. So any one of you can modulate it. And if you go on the internet, you would find a lot of modifications. You can use them also. So we are going to do just now what is called the loving kindness meditation. All right. So once again, please sit calmly. And just feel your body calming down while you are breathing. So now I'm not going to ask you to breathe, just breathe yourselves. And just feel that you are absolutely calm. And you're feeling very happy. You're very satisfied. And suddenly, when you are looking up, you see a big smiley in your room. And the smiley is moving around, and it is making you feel really, really happy and making you feel really good. Yes? So you have a smiley, and you look at that smiley, and you tell yourself, I am a wonderful person. I am a happy person. I am somebody who is really satisfied. Yes. And then what do you see? You see your favorite person sitting in front of you. Your favorite person is sitting in front of you, facing you. And the person is telling you, I love you. You are so wonderful. And you are feeling at ease. You are feeling really calm. You are happy. You are feeling safe in the company of this wonderful person. You are feeling loved and kind. You are calm. You are smiling. Let this feeling sink in. Wow. And see how your body is feeling so relaxed, so calm, so nice. And now you are surrounded by all your students. And you are wishing all of them happiness. And love. And you are letting them know that how wonderful they all are. And they are all smiling with you. And they are feeling so good. You are feeling so relaxed. Your body is loosening up. Yeah, each muscle of your body is calming down. Your feet seem to be smiling. And the smile is traveling into your legs and into your thighs and your stomach. And it's moving up to your chest. And the smile is going down your arms and up through your neck onto your lips. And you have the broadest smile possible. Yes, your face is lit up with this broad smile. A very, very nice smile. And you're feeling so nice and so good. You are loved, you are happy, and you are kind. So now, rub both your hands, put them on your eyes, and open your eyes with a big smile. Yes, you have a wonderful smile, right? All right. How did you feel? What did it make you feel? Can somebody please share?
I want to share, I think.
Yes, sure, glad.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm from Turkey. I felt wonderful. I cried, but because of happiness, I was so happy. I'm so emotional now. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
And I was so relaxed also. I was so happy and relaxed.
All right.
It was awesome feeling. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's wonderful. This is what the meditation is all about. Meditation doesn't mean that, like what the sadhus do or what the priests do or something. It just means accepting and living with your own emotions. And especially if you cried out of happiness, or sometimes we just cry and we don't know why. It's very important. It will help you really, really relax. So I think Funda, if I'm pronouncing right, wants to say something. Yes, you'll need to unmute yourself. Yes.
Yeah, your pronunciation is okay. It's
all right. Thank you. Would you like to share your experience?
I just did.
We didn't hear you, sorry.
I think you did. I just shared.
Okay.
Could you hear me? Okay.
Right. Anyone else who would be interested to share their experience? Yes, come on. All right. But did you all calm down? Did you feel loved? Yes. Okay. Sushil, would you like to share something? Naveen.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. It was quite relaxed and obviously stress-free.
Oh, all right. Great. Great. Right.
Good evening,
Anyone?
ma'am.
Yeah, Naveen.
I was feeling that I was connected with myself.
Very nice. Yes. Yeah, that's what is important. It's all about yourself. Mindfulness means living with yourself and accepting yourself, right? Not being, wanting to be what the others want us to be, right? So that is what is absolutely important. So basically, mindfulness practice, it helps teachers to build reflective capacity in themselves and in their students. It helps you to get self-awareness. You all just experience that. It helps in your total well-being, like Naveen also just said, and so you also shared by Funda and Glads, that how what did they feel and felt good. So that's what it is. It helps you in goal setting. You can set your goals. You are more clear in what you want for yourself. So it helps you in goal setting. Then you get a motivation to teach. So as I said, sometimes we teachers get disillusioned, but here we get a motivation to teach if we practice mindfulness. And it improves metacognitive functions, and such as emotion, empathy, compassion, and attention to ourselves. So that is what mindfulness actually helps us to do. And I think I've tried to cover whatever I could, and give you all a little glimpse of it. And so I hope that now everybody is going to practice mindfulness. And if there is ever anything else you all want, you are welcome to connect with me anytime. And I am always there, open for a talk with any one of you. So do feel you can, Pooja, can I share my email ID with them? Yeah, okay. So my email ID, I'm just typing. You can, anytime that you want, you can get in touch with me. And any questions you have right now, please feel free to ask them. And I am also sharing my phone number in case anyone wants it. But any other questions right now? So, Pooja, anything from your side?
No, when you were, explaining about mindfulness, so I was thinking, most of the time, whenever I'm in class or I'm at work, any other places or situation, it's almost same. We will be, as you said, we'll be either in past or in future. But what I have observed is when I'm involved in some activities, like, when I am with children, uh, most importantly, I have not interacted much with above 14, but when I am with below 14 kids from 3 year to 14-year-old, it's always, I think they will take us to their world if you start getting involved with them for a while. In 10-15 minutes, if you just get into their world, they'll take you to their world and you'll definitely forget all other stress, everything you have. I think I have always found this, mindfulness whenever I am with, children, especially when we are doing some activities. But when it is a regular class, I think it's very difficult for me and even for the students to be there. If it is crossing 40 minutes, 1 hour, when we get into second hour, it is very difficult for both of us. But when it comes to any other activities we are involved, and when children are asking questions and I'm explaining, then most of the time, most of the questions are very innocent when you are interacting with younger children. So that is where I think, when you said that it is not only doing meditation and also mindfulness, probably we will have many such things, I think, where we can find that mindfulness, or we feel that I'm with myself, and that is even when we are doing some work which is close to our heart. Probably many other things when I visit for the sessions, like I have social emotional learning sessions taking in different ashramas, and
Right.
orphanages and all. Whenever I go there, and it's very close to my heart, so I think there also I forget everything else and I'll be completely involved. Probably we have to, as you said, we have to accept the emotions at all the time so that we can be mindful probably most of the time. I don't think, I don't know if it is possible 24/7, or, being mindfulness, being there in that particular, kind of world created. But I think it's most of the time it is possible if we accept that moment and try to live with it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, when you said that can we live 24/7 mindfully, yes, we can, because mindfulness is where it teaches us that I have got an emotion. Say I'm very angry. So I have that anger, and that is not mindful. But what am I mindful? I am mindful because I know I am angry. And thus I am able to control that emotion and not react. But yes, there will be times that we will not be able to do it, and we will have to come back to it. So that's okay. It's only with, as I said, it's like going to the gym, and you've got to have a six-pack. So if you're going to have a six-pack, you have to keep working for it to get it. So that's exactly what is mindfulness. You have to keep working, and slowly and steadily it becomes a way of life. So I'll give you one more incident that happened with me while I was heading one of the schools, where a teacher walked into my class, into my office, and said, "Sorry, I'm not going to teach this class." So I said, "Why?" So he said that and such a boy has misbehaved in the class. So I said, "Okay." I heard his side of the story and all. So when I went into class, the senior most class of my school at that time, class 10, and the children were, there was an uproar in the class, and this child was a hero because everybody was around him. He had managed to perturb a teacher. So I just called that child out, and I just asked him that, "What you did, do you think that was right?" So he told me, "But ma'am, you don't know what sir did." I said, "No, I know what sir did, but what I want to know is what you did, was that right?" And he kept saying that you don't know what sir did, and I kept saying that I know, but I want to ask that what you did, was that right? So finally, after 5 minutes of me very calmly, I was not angry, not anything, I was very calm. He told me, "No, it was not right." So I said, then do you think it calls for an apology? And he said, yes, I think. So I said, then you will have to apologize in front of your class because it is your teacher and it's the teacher's respect too. He said, all right, I will do it. And the matter ended. So the teacher asked me that how could you manage in just 5 minutes to get that child to accept that, what he had done was probably not right. So that was the time that I told him that you have to be mindful as to why that child did something. And if you're just going to scream and shout at that child, the child is never going to understand it. And of course, later on, I called the child to my office and then I asked him in detail what had happened. And then I helped him to come out of the situation. And of course, it was all settled. So, but at that moment, the teacher has to know how to not to react and to respond. Yeah. So that's it. And thank you so much, everybody. And thank you for joining in from far, from Turkey and from all other places. It's been absolutely amazing having you all. And I'm glad that I was able to touch you people. And thank you so much once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for making my Sunday and our Sunday. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much. And I would like to have you again and again.
Sure, my pleasure.
Yeah, and this will be up on YouTube. So if you have any other colleagues, friends, you can share with them. And also, I'm a global goodwill ambassador. So we work for child abuse awareness as well. So I am working with Miss Chrissy. She's the creator of My Body is My Body program, where we spread awareness among young children like 3 to 10, 12-year-old about body safety and how to save themselves from harassment, all that. So if you are a teacher of any Montessori or school where you have 3 to 7 or 10-year-old or 12-year-old children, you can definitely get in touch with us. We have a free program where it is in just music. We have 4 to 5 songs through which we create awareness or we teach children about body safety. Music is a universal language, so always students enjoy learning through music. So we thought this is a better way to reach children. Also, we have words used at their level, so that because children, few things they do not know at this level. So words are even lyrics of the songs are very simple, so that children can understand what at their level they should be understanding about body safety, so that we can help our children to help themselves, so that they can seek help, and so that they can elders can report it to the concerned authority, or so that we can save many children from abuse, because as for the data, just India, I can talk about. In India, every minute we have at least one child, every 15 minutes one child getting sexually abused. And if we consider physical abuse, emotional abuse, we have every minute hundreds of children getting abused. Hence, it is very essential to create awareness. So if you have any leads, any school where we have to reach, please get in touch with me. I'm there on LinkedIn, or you can, I think if you all have joined here, I think you're all on LinkedIn, so you can get in touch with me. So we have many representatives, they'll reach your school. And thank you so much for joining us today, and hope this session helped you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.